A lot of people tell me that their win rate is positive, like 55%. They play like 200 games, and yet their LP gains are like plus 20, minus 30, or something extreme like that. And this is happening to a lot of people, not just a select few. And myself included, I see that my main account gains are just getting worse and worse, even though I have a positive win rate. And I don't get why Riot is punishing us for doing well, you know? It's so weird. Yeah, so today I want to talk about... This is basically a follow-up to my other video about MMR, where I just say that, you know, just like Riot says, if you keep playing, if you play hundreds of games, you're eventually gonna be where you belong, right? You're just... That's how it should work. But I have a few theories that... might explain why this is not the case currently, because again, this is not happening to just a few people. I feel like this bad MMR system is just happening to everyone, pretty much. Like almost everyone, like everybody has issues with MMR nowadays, I don't know. So let's take an example, okay? You're just a casual league player, you play like a couple games a day, you have a 55% win rate, and your gains are suddenly minus 27 plus 23, you know, just an example. So basically you play 100 games and you are just where you started, even though you win 55 out of those 100 games. That doesn't make sense, right? Just an example, numbers might not be correct, but I'm just saying. You're doing well, your win rate is high, and you know, there's like 4 random people, like 4 random players in your team, so... like having more than 55% win rate, it's not realistic in my opinion. It's like, yeah, you can maintain it for a short time, you know, I did it, but after a while it's like, even if you do really well, even if like rank 1 players, even challenger players, they just go towards that 55% so often, and having more is not realistic, right? So let's take this player, and his MMR is bad, so he's like, okay, I'm gonna ticket Riot. What's happening in Riot Games? Why are you doing this to me? And the guy from the ticket, from Riot, just tells him, okay, just keep playing, don't worry. Eventually it's gonna get better, you know? It's like you win with positive win rate, your MMR will eventually catch up to your rank, and yeah, it's gonna be fine. The poor player spends even more hours than those 2 that he played. He maybe spends 8 hours a day now playing, grinding again, playing hundreds of games, and he gets nowhere, you know? This happens to a lot of people. You see people with thousands of games in a season and they get nowhere. A lot of them is because they don't improve, of course. You know, of course, if you're gonna improve, like, if you get a Hardstack account and you give it to a challenger player, like, that account will get challenger eventually, right? Because that's just how it is. But that will take a lot of effort. And here's my theory as to what Riot kind of wants us to do. So... let's talk about account selling and account buying, right? It's illegal, we know that. Riot doesn't allow it. You can't just buy an account and expect, yeah, it's gonna be fine. No, yeah, but guess what? It's fine. You buy accounts and nothing happens to you. You just suddenly climb, right? So here's my theory. Riot intentionally makes it so you can't climb too much on your account, on your main account, where you have all the skins and everything. And so they kind of think your MMR really bad. It's really hard to fix it. It takes hundreds of games. So instead, you just spend like €5 to buy a new account, and suddenly you're above where you were on your main account from just maybe even less than 100 games. We know it's true, right? A lot of people buy new accounts and do this, and they surpass their main account, right? It's just true. Everybody does that. Not everyone, almost everyone. Because, like, well, they spend hundreds of hours into fixing their main account. We can just buy a new account and just surpass that main account easily, you know? It's like, it doesn't make any sense. Why should they punish themselves, right? But then it's like, why is this a thing? Why do new accounts get better MMR? Why all those account selling websites are still functioning, even though by Riot protocol it's not allowed. You're not allowed to buy accounts, you're not allowed to sell accounts. You're not allowed to use bots to level up accounts like they're using right now. So my guess would be that, hey, Riot was like, hey, those guys that sell accounts, you know, we'll secretly allow you to keep selling if you give us like 50% of your profits or something like that. You know, if you don't do this, we shut down every single one of those websites. Boom. And guess what? Those guys, those websites will take the offer because it's just profit for them. They can run those websites in like forever, no punishment, no nothing. And Riot gets some money, keeps people playing, and they get like the new player numbers up, you know, because every game is like, hey, this year we got X amount of players, you know, new players, and those new players are actually a guy with like 10 accounts, you know. it's just how it is. I don't know, I have no proof of this. I'm just thinking it makes a lot of sense, because like if you're a video game company that doesn't want buying and selling of accounts, and that's like illegal, why can't you take down those websites that do it? You know, they're public. You Google it right now, buy or sell, like buy fresh level 30 account on League, any region, and you get like €3, €5 offers, and you just buy one and done, you can play, and you have good MMR suddenly. Like, why do they allow them? There must be a benefit, right? That's my guess, because it doesn't make any sense to me, right? And I just feel bad for making my other video spreading misinformation that, yeah, you're gonna climb eventually if you improve enough. I mean, in a way it's true, like Riot doesn't want to make a bad game, right? Riot wants to make a good game, I know that, you know? Look at all the developers for video games, like their game, they don't want their game to be bad. They don't want their game to just die off, you know? And like League of Legends is a great game, it's free to play. Zero pay to win. Skills are optional. You get access to all the content in the game, and it's skill based as well, you know. Yeah, there's some games where I have trolls in there, but yeah, it happens. I know, it happens in every game. But overall, if you improve, if you play better, like your rank is gonna go up no matter on what account you play. Honestly, it doesn't matter. But for the average player that, let's say, is platinum with a bad MMR, and their skill level is actually emerald, they're probably not gonna reach emerald on that account because their MMR is just that bad. And if they play the diamond level, for example, they would reach the emerald, you know, but not diamond. And if you take extreme cases like a challenger player playing on a gold account that's hard stack, of course that account will get at least master, you know. But for the average player, again, like they only need to climb a few hundreds of LP, like 400 LP max, you know. They're not used to, for me, for example, like after master, you just, that LP number goes up and up and up, and I have 800, 900, 1000 LP, keeps going up. There's no new divisions, nothing, you know, you just compete for those 200 challengers spots or whatever the number is. But for the average player, they just need like 300 LP to get from Emerald 3 to Diamond 4, and they can't do it because their skill level isn't high enough to just combat the bad MMR they have for no reason. And besides that, if they get an unlucky loss streak, suddenly their MMR is even worse than they started off, and they just get discouraged. They say, fuck this, I'm gonna buy a new account, €5. Like I can make more than €5 working 1 hour at McDonald's or whatever, and it's just more worth it, like in my time. I'm not wasting my time on my main account if it's stuck. I'll just buy a new account. Makes a lot of sense. Riot doesn't do anything to stop those websites, so I feel like Riot kinda doing some shady business in the background, you know. Yeah, I don't know if it's true. Again, I just hope it's not. I want Riot to make a good game. I want League of Legends to be a good game. It is, but right now, you know, right now there are some sus things happening in League. MMR system bad. The punishment system, you know, it's kind of bad. They remove pings because people are toxic instead of punishing the toxic people that use the pings the wrong way, you know. And then the meta is suddenly back to one-shot meta, and they don't want to admit it. Riot, please, come on. I know you want to make a good game, so please do it, you know. Please do it. Come on, we want. But yeah, I'm just hoping we scale into next season, honestly. That's what I'm betting on right now. whatever is happening now doesn't matter, because next season things will get better. And I honestly think it's true, you know. And all this MMR system and stuff, it's like, yeah, they matter. They make the experience a lot worse. But at the end of the day, like, no matter what your MMR is, like, if you play good enough, you're just gonna climb. Like, that's the reality. Like, I know it's gonna take a long time. I know it's not easy. But do you think it's easy to improve in this game? No, you need to study the game. Like, to get above master, in my opinion, you need to study the game properly. And that's what I did in order to climb. If I didn't do it, I would just be hard stuck diamond, like I was for 4 years in a row, you know? And all these people saying, yeah, my MMR is bad, I can climb. Like, if you give me those accounts, I will climb, right? Makes sense, because I'm better. But it's like, again, average player only wants 300 LP. They don't want 3000 LP to get challenger. It's like, you know, so it's like, Riot, please, you need to make a system, maybe simplify it. Like, I know they don't want to show, they don't want to reveal how the MMR system works, because, you know, it's like they would have competition with other companies and they don't want to, you know, reveal that secret, because they could copy it. And but still, like, if you have above 50% win rate, like, you should climb no matter what. Not be stuck just because a hidden MMR system exists, you know? It's only so annoying. But yeah, oh well. Hopefully we get better. Next season we scale, don't worry, guys. Yeah. Thanks for watching, and please tell me in your tell me in the comments, like, what your current division is, what your current MMR is, like how much you get per win, how much you lose for loss, because I'm really curious to see. And your win rate, of course, because it's like, if you have 55% win rate and your gains are bad, it means the system is bad. It's not your fault. The system is bad. The game is bad. Like, it's never your fault if you have above 50% win rate and you're not going up, in my opinion, you know? It's just super demoralizing to play like that. But yeah. See you guys next time. Goodbye.